It is not just students who'll be buckling down this week. Politicians are now trickling back into Victoria. And at the top of their homework list, some decisions to be made about the harmonized sales tax. Tomorrow, the petition carrying nearly 1 million signatures to recall the unpopular tax will land in the lap of the Legislative Committee that will have to decide what's going to happen next. And for the Campbell Liberals, already taking fire from old enemies and now new ones, the pressure has never been more intense. A News Legislature reporter Shachi Curl joins us now with more. Shachi.
Hudson, if this is going to be an important week for BC voters, it's shaping up to be yet another really rough week for the BC Liberals. It's all quiet today. Call it the calm before the latest storm over the HST starts pounding the legislature. Tomorrow, the petition bearing 770,000 British Columbian signatures will make its way to the committee tasked with deciding what to do with it.
It is time for representative democracy to show that it works.
6 Liberals and 4 New Democrats will have to decide whether the petition and the proposed scrap the tax law that comes with it goes to an on-the-record vote in the legislature or a non-binding referendum for BC voters. Victoria's Swan Lake MLA Rob Fleming is on the committee. He knows what he'd like to see.
Well, I would like to see legislation debated fully, and I would like to see members held accountable through their vote, a recorded vote.
Neither Premier Gordon Campbell, nor Finance Minister Colin Hanson, nor House Leader Mike DeYoung were making themselves available to reporters today, though the Premier has said this.
Everyone should understand the HST has been done. It's there.
Perhaps, but the political price of maintaining that line could be very high now that even more ghosts from politics past are threatening to steal Campbell's vote base.
The BC Liberals, to me, have broke their promise with the people of the province.
In the 1980s, Brian Peckford was the Conservative Premier of Newfoundland. Now settled in Qualicum Beach, he's coming out of retirement to take the BC Conservative Party from the margins into the mainstream.
I think, like a lot of British Columbians, I'm disillusioned and frustrated with the existing parties.
And while some say his efforts will only split the right-of-centre vote in BC, Peckford is predicting bigger things.
Let us replace the Liberals, and therefore we will be the force, and they will be splitting us, not the other way around.
The Premier's taking it from enemies and from friends.
The members are very frustrated. They're disillusioned, and if anything, they're disappointed.
Another longtime supporter, former Williams Lake Mayor Scott Nelson, is also calling for his head.
And I think he needs to be reflective of what's in the best interest of British Columbia, what's in the best interest of the BC Liberals, and what's in the best interest for Gordon Campbell. And look to have retirement.
A tough thing for the Premier to think about as tough as what the HST committee will have to consider tomorrow. And Hudson, one more member, a former member of Campbell's inner circle, is adding his voice to the chorus for the Premier's departure. Blair Lekstrom. Lekstrom quit Cabinet and the party in June over the harmonized sales tax. Tonight he's quoted as saying the Premier needs to tell British Columbians he's retiring from politics, and the sooner the better. According to Campbell's staff, the Premier was spending time with his family today. He makes a return to Victoria on Thursday.
We'll be there. Shachi, thank you.
You're welcome.